Okay, so let's talk about some of the house rules that we set up for a trade show environment. First of all, what's the goal? Here's what I think the goal is, the overall goal in your trade show environment. This is what I want you to be thinking about in every interaction. What do you want these attendees or this attendee to think, to feel, and to do about you, about your product, and about ABBYY as a company? That is the whole thing in a nutshell. I want you to be thinking what kind of impression you want to create on all three of those levels, and what you want them to think about you, what kind of feeling you want to generate, what action you want them to take. Okay, let's walk through some of the specifics of that. I sort of liken this to poker, where something beats something else. First, a good person beats a good product. It is more important that you as a person are nice, that you ask questions, that you're friendly, that you're engaging, that you're funny, that you make an effort to help that person, than any single thing that you do or do not know about your product, all right? So I don't want you to get stuck in that panic mode, but I don't know how this works, I'm going to lose the sale. It's okay. It's more important that you can laugh at that in the moment and say, well, I don't know how this works, but I'll figure it out, and just laugh it off, than that you know how it works. Is everybody with me? All right. Next one. Attitude beats knowledge. This is sort of the same idea. It's not as important that you know absolutely everything about absolutely every product. They will forgive you for not knowing things as long as you're able to laugh about it. Say, hey, you know what? I missed that one in training. Let me find out for you, and you're able to get the answer for them. They don't worry about whether you do everything perfectly. What they worry about is when something goes wrong, how do you handle it? Next, the right features beat the most features. This is what I alluded to a moment ago. It is more important that you have one particular feature that matters to that particular person than that the total number of features you have beats the total number of features that somebody else has in their competing product. So you want to be aiming for the right feature. And you can make a better sale by mentioning one or two features that are the right ones than by mentioning 45 features and hoping they remember them all. Next, a good question beats a good answer. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of asking questions to attendees in order to show them that you care about them. And we'll talk a little bit more about exactly how to do that. Don't worry about the answers. Worry about making a personal connection with this person, asking them questions, finding out about their situation and their needs, letting you know that they care about them, that you care about them. That they will remember at the end of the day. And finally, show beats tell. There was a study that was released from, I think it was Ohio State, a couple of months ago, where they did this test. They gave a whole bunch of people coffee mugs that they got from the gift shop at Ohio State. So they were just regular coffee mugs saying Ohio State on it. And with one group, they just showed it to them, and with the other group, they let the people hold the coffee mugs for about 30 seconds. You know what they found? Later on, when they auctioned off coffee mugs, and they had both groups in the room, the people who had held the coffee mugs for 30 seconds were more eager to buy the mugs, and were actually willing to bid in the auction higher than the retail value of the mug itself. When you let somebody hold something, when you let somebody connect with it physically, after a few seconds go by, they actually take ownership of that. And it creates a bond. And once you create that bond and they feel connected to it, they will want to get back to it. Now, I know it's probably tough to hold a piece of software. You can't say, hey, hold this code for me. But if you can have them touch this and play with the keyboard, you can have them hold the box of software, you can have them run the demo themselves. That is more powerful than them standing there while you show them how it's done. And if you can give it to them, if it's something they can hold, that's even more impressive than showing them. Or actually, let me say that again. Rather than just telling them theoretically our product does this, it's more powerful for you to show them, actually walk them through step by step the demo that shows them how it's done. And if you can do that, even beyond showing them, it's even more powerful to let them do it themselves. Does that make sense? All right.